How's it going, guys? Baldur here, and I am playing TIE Fighter. This is something that I wanted to do last year for May 4th, but I was quite a bit busy, so I'm glad I could get to it this year. After all, this is probably one of my favorite games, and go figure, it is technically a simulator. But just to let you guys know, don't expect any airplanes, expect some TIE fighters, a few Y-Wings, and maybe an X-Wing, but don't expect anything real aviation related. In fact, I should warn you right now that I'm going to get very, very, very nerdy about this game, because as you can imagine by the title, TIE Fighter is a game where you play as a TIE Fighter pilot. Why is that important? Well, for several reasons, and it's the main reason why I like this game, though. But the main reason is that because you play as a TIE Fighter pilot, you see the other side of a conflict. And I'm not saying that to be an edgelord or anything like that. I'm saying that because it brings up a very interesting perspective, because as you notice, we are going to be going to the Hoth system, and our job is to pursue rebels fleeing from Hoth. Interesting, though, because that means that we are after... well, this game takes place immediately after the Battle of Hoth. And what does that mean? Well, several things, but the main thing that it means is that you are probably thinking that maybe this is a very low point for the Rebel Alliance. But I'm going to go through this entire campaign and show you that this simply isn't the case. I already went through Mission 1. Mission 1 wasn't too special. It basically had to do with inspecting freighters and finding renegades or rebels, which I did. But anyway, let's go ahead and view the mission map.
3 TIE fighters from Alpha, Beta, and Gamma squadrons will patrol the area around the station. Your weapon arming crew has added concussion missiles to your TIE fighter for more firepower.
That's good to know. Is there anything else?
Assume any trouble will come from the direction of Buoy 18, where we stopped the smuggled rebel cargo.
Alright, simple enough. So, as you can tell, our job is to patrol. We're supposed to patrol Outpost D34, and D34 is basically the main platform in platform/outpost for the Hoth system, so we have to protect it. So we're going to talk to the flight officer. And what are my objectives?
After interrogating the rebel prisoners captured aboard the Mugari freighter, we are sure that the rebels plan to launch an assault on this outpost. You must hold off the attacking forces until help arrives from the Imperial-class Star Destroyer Hammer.
Right, so, to put it simply, expect to be under attack. Let's ask what opposition there will be.
We expect the Mugari and the rebels to be joining forces to attack us. It is likely that they only have the more obsolete starfighters like the Z-95 Headhunter and the Y-Wing to use in this assault. However, they may use more advanced fighters, like the X-Wing, as well.
Alright, well, it works for me. But, we're kind of done talking to him. Let's talk to this guy. And he is the most interesting person in this entire game. Listen to what he says.
I am a special envoy of the Emperor. In this time of crisis, political intrigue and open rebellion, the Emperor requires special means of communication with his loyal forces. In the battles ahead, I will ensure that his wishes reach those like yourself who have pledged their fealty to him. You will have many opportunities to serve the Emperor and will be rewarded for your efforts. In the mission ahead, locate the rebel officers who are fleeing from Hoth in a stolen Imperial shuttle. We have forces standing by who will attempt to disable and capture this shuttle once you have located it.
So, that is definitely some interesting things from the cloaked figure, but basically he gives you secondary objectives. These objectives are top secret and pertain to the security of the Empire. Alright, so here we are at the mission. Let's go ahead and go to full throttle. And it looks like we already have our first
There are unknown craft entering our area.
attackers. Alright, so we got some Y-Wings.
Gamma squadrons engaging enemy forces. Alpha squadron, join the attack and engage the enemy.
Acknowledged, Alpha 1. Using your target for attack.
I'm going to tell my wingmen to attack the green guys. The green guys happen to be
Stop all Y-Wings from making
the
torpedo
Rebel
runs on
Alliance.
B-31.
The actual Rebel Alliance, I should say. This guy is trying to attack me. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to evade him. I'm going to match his speed. I'm going to go around, get into his 6 o'clock. The biggest thing about this game is that you always want to be on an enemy's 6 o'clock, just like any other combat flight game.
Alpha 1.
You also want to match the speed, which for Y-Wings isn't too difficult. Whoa, almost killed friendly there. Alright, looks like I need to recharge my guns. So one of the things that's really important about the TIE Fighter X-Wing games is that you actually have to do power management.
Alpha 1. Mission critical installation under attack.
The base is being attacked. We need to defend
Stop
the station.
shooting torpedoes at my goddamn platform. Okay. Alright, you ran into that one. That one's your fault. Okay, so as you can tell, these Y-Wings are incredibly durable, but they're also very slow. Remember, these are bombers, not fighters. Or, well, I guess they're fighter bombers, but they're primarily used for bombing. Is that it for my missiles? It is. And we got ourselves some X-Wings. These guys are definitely fighters. But they are also fighters that are capable of torpedoing. Remember, the original Star Wars. It was the X-Wing that fired proton torpedoes into the Death Star. These guys will have torpedoes, and they will try to attack the outpost. And unlike the Y-Wings, they actually have very competent fighting capabilities. They are way more maneuverable, they are way faster, and they have more firepower with 4 lasers instead of 2. Doesn't matter though. Oh yeah, they're also faster. Oh, thank you guys. Oh, by the way, in this game, your wingmen are not useless. Yeah, I know I just tried to craft on my own side. You shouldn't have been a dumbass, though. Alright, well, whatever. Also, I need to look for a shuttle scuts. There it is. Glad I remembered, because this guy is in our secondary objective. Let me check. Alright, so you always fly in front of an aircraft's trajectory to meet them quicker. Alright, so let's inspect them. Let's see what this guy has.
Good work, Alpha 1. Secondary mission objectives completed. The Emperor will be pleased.
Good work. You've discovered a shuttle carrying rebel officers. Assault gunboats have been dispatched to disable and capture it.
Well, that was neat. Anyway, these gunboats will fire missiles at this thing. And then fire ion cannons at this guy, effectively disabling this craft. But let's take a look. We have to wait for the Imperial Star Destroyer to arrive. That'll be good.
This is Neo 1. Target disabled.
Now that the craft is disabled, transports are being dispatched to capture the rebel officers. Very cool. Alright, now we have some more Y-Wings. Let's go ahead and deal with them now. Because remember, they have a lot of crap. Whoa. I have no idea if that was a friendly or an enemy. But if you look, the gunboats are also going to be attacking these fighters. Gunboats are actually very valuable. And it's something that you can fly in this game. And it's something that's never really brought up ever again in any other Star Wars media. Which I think is a crying shame, but what can you do about it? Ooh! There we go. I want to get close to the platform, though.
Primary mission objectives completed.
Alright, Star Destroyer has arrived.
The Star Destroyer Hammer has arrived to take command of the battle. Good work. You have fought well in defending D-34 outposts. The Imperial-class Star Destroyer Hammer is here to recover station defense forces.
Well, that would be nice. And just in time, because we have 3 Corellian corvettes that are going to be trying to attack the Star Destroyer. And if you've seen the first Star Wars, you know that's not particularly a good idea. But I am in no way, shape, or form equipped to handle them. I'll leave those to the TIE Bombers or the Star Destroyer. That thing can deal a lot of damage. But here we go. Right, so it'll tell you what we have. I have 66% accuracy with the laser hits. Cool. All my warheads fit. All primary and secondary goals have been completed. We killed 4 X-Wings and 9 Y-Wings. 6 of those kills were me. Lost 4 TIE Fighters, and none of it was friendly fire. Isn't that correct? Cool. Oh yeah, he can also debrief me as well.
You have defeated an attack by the rebels and Mugari. You have saved our outpost from destruction and destroyed many of the attacking enemy ships.
Okay, that works for me. Go ahead and talk to the cloaked figure. What will he tell you?
The rebel officers you have located will prove useful to our cause. From them we will learn the whereabouts of other rebel terrorists.
I mean, it works, right? So we're going to be going into the next one. And one of the things you need to pay attention to is that after the Battle of Hoth, it's widely considered the lowest point in the Rebel Alliance. For reasons, I don't know why, but that seems to be the predominating theory. Predominating? Yeah, that's the word. It seems to be the main theory that people have. Now, the one thing we can say, though, is that this game kind of shows the exact opposite, because you're going to find out very soon, see?
We have traced the Mugari pirates' hyperjump path to a cargo loading area in the Tungra sector. Your first objective is to stop the cargo ferries from escaping with their contraband. Then stop the transports and shuttles. Destroy anything that might be carrying weapons. 2 TIE interceptors will be launched to engage the Y-Wings. The TIE bombers will assist if needed.
So I am going to be a TIE bomber. That's going to work for me.
Do not let anyone escape. Be ready for any enemy reinforcements.
Alright, so we have proton torpedoes, and we're going to destroy some shit.
Enemy targets dead ahead.
Alright, so the TIE bomber. The TIE bomber is slower than the TIE fighter. So yeah, slower than the TIE fighter, but it's more durable, and it happens to have a higher payload.
The attack on the Mugari pirates has begun.
Alright, so I'm going to find out. I believe it's 3. 3 rounds for 3 torpedoes to take this out. Looking at my tactical screen, not showing any hits, but that's because, okay, there we go. Gonna require at least 2 more torpedo shots. Same with this guy.
Superb shooting, Alpha 1. 1, target destroyed. Superb shooting, Alpha 1, target destroyed.
Goodbye. I guess a 5th for good measure.
Target destroyed.
Alright, so I need to take a look. Wes Gallon, or... Yeah, well, I have no torpedoes, so I have to take this guy out.
Target destroyed.
Or I could just have one of my allies.
Transmission received using your target for attack.
Yeah, this guy is definitely quite a ways away from me. We do need to get rid of transport prints, though. Best way to close the gap is to fly into their trajectory. That's the quickest way of meeting them, and trust me, we will need to meet them pretty quickly. Otherwise, they're going to hyperspace away, and it's mission fail. Oh. I get the feeling that he tried to pick a fight with that Nebulon B frigate, and it didn't turn out so well. I mean, hell, if that works for me, I'm going to... Not sure why this genius is trying to attack.
Target destroyed.
Well, this guy I can take out.
Target destroyed. The Mugari forces have taken 50% loss. This is Alpha 2. Target destroyed.
Ooh, we lost one of our shuttles.
Radio message received, Alpha 1, using your target for attack.
Oh no, by all means, I insist. Please come fly towards me. But it looks like these guys are engaged in combat. They have little to no interest in hyperspacing out of here. I hope I'm wrong, but it should be good. So one of the things is that there are a lot of things that will cross over to realistic flight simulators, I should say, with this game. For one, you always want to attack on their 6 o'clock. You always want to outflank them. You never really want to face them head on, and if you are, better start shooting. You want to fly in front of them to get close in faster, and you want to match the speed so that you don't overshoot him. Alright, so let's close in. Shuttles have stronger shields than most.
Target destroyed.
Well, I think all my allies are dead. Don't you dare fucking hyperspace out of here. Yeah, so as you can tell, you will be taking casualties as a TIE fighter pilot. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and...
Destroyed. Good work, Alpha 1. Primary mission objectives completed.
Good work. We have destroyed all the cargo carrying craft.
Alright, so... let's go ahead and shut off our cannons, give us a higher speed so we can get to this frigate quicker. Move on to the next mission. Oh, alright, so let's see. We didn't have any secondary objectives. It was basically a way to make sure that the rebel base got destroyed. And it looks like the rebel base was quite destroyed, or the rebel convoy. Let's see, let's do grief. Yeah, we lost quite a few people. It's not good.
The timing of our attack was perfect. We attacked when both parties to the weapons deal were still in the area. Our attack completely destroyed all of the Mugari and rebel craft.
Nice. Right, so Cloak Command is back.
Outpost D-34 has been captured. The rebels and
Ooh.
the Mugari are looting it for arms and equipment. The frigate Fogger will launch a transport to recapture the station.
Alright, so I want to stop them right there. Because here's the thing. if you think about it, the rebels lost Hoth. I keep getting back to that point, right? So they must be incredibly weak. However, as you can tell, mission after mission, we are slowly starting to lose control. The attacks are getting more frequent, they're getting more organized. They managed to capture the outpost, which we were supposed to protect. In fact, that was our one and only job, was to protect them. So, as you can tell, something's going on. Maybe, just maybe, the rebels are a lot stronger than most of what the expanded universe says it was. Because, if you think about it, they're able to launch all these attacks. And not only that, but it makes me think, okay, well, maybe the Battle of Endor was not the rebels' last-ditch effort. It might have been their best chance to take out the Emperor, but at the same time, it's very possible that even if they lost, they still had enough support to eventually beat the Empire, because this shows support, this shows organization. This entire game shows that the Rebel Alliance is bigger than what is being led on to believe. Also, I get to be flying the TIE Interceptors, so I'll show you this guy, or show you these.
The Emperor is concerned by the rebels' capture of Outpost D-34. The most disturbing element is that they seem to know exactly how to time their attacks when Imperial forces are engaged in another sector. Be alert for clues and opportunities to inspect or capture any rebel craft leaving the outpost when we recapture it.
Alright, well, that works for me. So, TIE Interceptors, they have concussion missiles, plus we're in the TIE Interceptor. This is the fastest craft that the Imperial Navy has. I believe it's the Imperial Navy.
TIE Interceptors Beta. Destroy enemy shuttles and transports. Superb shooting. Alpha 1. Target destroyed. Alpha 1. Mission critical craft under attack. Target destroyed. All TIE Interceptors. Good hunting. The frigate Fogger is taking damage.
That works for me, but I'm not too worried about the frigate. So, as you can tell, these TIE Interceptors are rather quick. Oh well. Let's go ahead and check what our container transport gopher must be inspected.
This is Beta 2. Target destroyed. TIE Interceptors Alpha and Delta. Stop the X-Wings and Y-Wings.
Alright. The X and Y Wings are going to make a bombing run.
Alpha 1. Secondary mission objectives completed. Target destroyed. You have located the rebels' cache of our stolen equipment. Transport Omega will disable and capture this transport. This is Beta 2. Target destroyed.
Alright, this guy's pretty close by, so it's time for us to show you the most annoying enemy to face in this stupid game, the A-Wing. Nimble as all hell, unpredictable, and small. But they aren't invincible. In fact, they're pretty weak in terms of armor and shields. They just happen to be really goddamn... Whoa! In another episode of Why Baldur Shouldn't Be Alive... Okay. There we go.
Capture operation begun.
Now we gotta take out this Y-Wing. What did I hit?
Capture operation complete. Good work, Alpha 1. Secret mission objectives completed.
Alright, so it looks like we are doing pretty good. The TIE interceptors are good at cleaning up, as you can tell. Gotta get rid of these Y-Wings, though. It's not going to be difficult for me. I believe it is 3 miles or kilometers, whatever measurement they have. Or maybe 2.5 is when it goes off. Yeah, it's 2.5. Now, one of the main disadvantages of the TIE Interceptor is just how spread out the weapons are. It's not like a TIE fighter where they're bundled together. For the TIE Interceptor, it's on their wings. Alright, is that good? I think so. Transport Sigma took you long enough. So you have to wait for Transport Sigma to dock with Outpost D34, and in doing so, it will recapture the outpost from the said rebel scum. And as you can tell, this thing is slower than molasses. But he'll get there.
Capture operation begun. Capture operation complete. Primary mission objectives completed. The Emperor will be pleased. We have recaptured Outpost D34 and have driven off the rebels.
Does that mean I can land there now? Nope, doesn't look like it. Guess I'll have to go back to the frigate. Alright, so there we go.
Prepare to join the secret order of the Emperor.
Ah, so we got some ink done. I've also been promoted to lieutenant. So that's always good. No idea why that happened.
Despite a heavy and intense battle, our forces prevailed in recapturing outpost D-34. The rebellion's plan to loot and pillage Imperial property has been thwarted.
Excellent. You have helped us locate the equipment the rebels looted from outpost D-34.
Indeed. I also got a nifty tattoo for it.